Greetings YouTubers, Rymanta here with an unfortunate announcement. This was supposed to be episode 5 of the PC Test of Time series, but it's not, and now I'm going to try and explain why. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance was released on PC via Steam on January 9th, 2014, exactly 1 week ago as I record this. When the game became available to pre-purchase at the start of the Steam Christmas sale, I noticed something alarming about the minimum specifications. They stated that you need an i5 minimum to run this game. Naturally, I was a little confused by this. Why would a game built for the 360 and PS3 need an i5 minimum to work at all on PC? This led me to believe that either something was wrong with the port, or that these CPU requirements were complete bullshit. Thankfully, the latter is true. I tested the game in the old PC, which, if you recall, has an Intel Core 2 Quad Q6600, not overclocked. It's still a fairly good CPU, but it's much weaker than any i5 on the market. The game ran perfectly fine. In fact, it ran very well, better than I expected. On the old PC, it averages around 50 FPS, only dipping to 30 FPS during Blade mode. This was at both 1080p low settings and 720p medium settings. For whatever reason, changing the resolution alone had very little effect on the frame rate. So why is there no PC Test of Time video proving all of this? Well, unfortunately, I can't record the game using the same method I used for the other PC Test of Time videos. In order to avoid frame drops on the old PC, I don't use recording software like Fraps to record the footage. Fraps is only used to display the frame rate. Instead, I connect one of the graphics card outputs to a capture card via HDMI. However, for some unknown reason, this method results in a black screen in the capture card software when I boot up Metal Gear Rising. At first I thought, okay, maybe this is the Blackmagic's 1080p 30 limitation giving me trouble again. I'll just record 720p footage instead. You can imagine how confused and annoyed I was when this didn't work either. I eventually discovered that even when the game is set to render at 720p, my monitor claimed it was still outputting a 1080p image. So, for some odd reason, the game does not natively render resolutions lower than your monitor's native resolution. It just scales them up instead. This might help explain the weird bug with people using HDMI connected displays getting the game locked at 24Hz instead of 60Hz, resulting in a significantly lower frame rate than is ideal. So here we are. Instead of an actual PC Test of Time episode, all I can give you is my word that the game runs very competently on the old test PC. It leads me to believe that if you have any decent quad-core CPU from the past few years, you should be okay, especially considering the low graphics requirements. Heck, the game only uses DirectX 9 graphics features, so it'll even work on dusty old Windows XP. If you end up getting the PC version and experience low frame rates, the Zangeki and Zantime settings really stress the CPU a lot and should be turned way down on older CPUs. On the graphics side, MSAA and Blur are the big slowdown culprits there. Hopefully, the next game to be featured in the PC Test of Time will be less troublesome. I'll be working on that when I'm not streaming or participating in Resident Evil races with the Babel Gang. In the meantime, I leave you with the rest of this ridiculously amazing prologue in all of its 1080p 4xAA glory. Until next time folks, ta-ta for now.
Finish that bastard off!